Back in the 80s and 90s era, most married couples stayed with each other for richer or poorer, for better or worse, in sickness and in good health. Can you say the same about married couples in modern society? The answer is hell no.
Why do modern men avoid marriage? I'll approach this as an investment proposition, stripping away the romance and procreation motivations. Looking at marriage as a startup partnership business investment, where you have to put your entire present and future capital on the line. The conclusion is that the risk-to-reward analysis is unfavorable to men, and entering into it is not rational. When doing this sort of analysis, you have to consider the worst outcomes, as they are the ones that will cause problems. Good outcomes are rarely problematic. The inputs. To start with, 50% of marriages end in divorce, so as an enterprise, it has an even chance of failure. The average marriage lasts 8 years. 80% of the business dissolutions are initiated by women. So prepare for this major investment to statistically have a 50% chance of failing in 8 years at the decision of your partner. Men always come out worse in divorce settlements. So in the dissolution, without regard to contribution to the business, your partner gets the bulk of the remaining assets. Weigh that against not marrying, not making the investment. No risk of loss. However, there is an opportunity cost. You might have been in the other 50% that doesn't get divorced and lives happily ever after. All of your investment capital is yours to do what you choose. Whatever benefit you get from marriage, outside of children, you can buy: meals, housekeeping, decorating, and so on. The companionship benefits can be had through a short-term lease, a girlfriend, or procured through other means. In other words, barring children, you can get the same return on marriage without the capital risk. So it comes down to marriage being a risky proposition. As a man, why would you enter into a business that has a 50% chance of failure, mostly dissolved by the other party who takes most of the assets? Like the last line of the movie, War Games, the only winning move is not to play. 100 years ago, men got married so they could have sex with their girlfriends. It wasn't socially acceptable to have sex outside of marriage, so the only way a guy could have sex with a respectable woman was by marrying her. In today's world, it is extremely unusual for a couple to wait until marriage, and most couples live together for years before getting engaged. A woman who refuses to have sex until marriage is considered a prude and a tease, whereas a woman who has sex often and casually is considered empowered and feminist. The problem is, sex was the leverage women used to gain commitment. If you ask a guy in a modern relationship if he wants to get married in the near future, he will almost certainly answer no, assuming his girlfriend isn't listening. Why would he want anything to change? He has a girl who lives with him and has sex with him whenever he wants. She feels severe pressure to stay young and hot, and to keep it spicy so that he won't leave. And the minute he decides he's bored, he's more than welcome to break up and find someone new, or enjoy endless one-night stands from Tinder. If he marries the girl he's living with, the only thing he can look forward to is saggy breasts and screaming kids. Marriage introduces obligation and commitment without offering anything that he doesn't already have. If you asked a guy from 1920 if he wanted to get married, he would undoubtedly say yes. Marriage meant obligation and commitment, but it also meant sex anytime you wanted and being able to live with your girl and start a life together. Women throughout history have not held a lot of power. But one way they were actually empowered in the literal sense is that sex was a privilege earned by marriage instead of an expectation in a casual relationship. Women needed men for protection and provision, but women also had something that men needed. In today's world of loose sex, women have thrown away their trump card. A woman living with a man has nothing else to offer, and nothing to convince him to commit. The empowerment of sleeping around has stripped a woman of her power and condemned her to a wife's job without a wife's reward. So why would a man want to change things? In 2023, marriage as a social institution only benefits women. It is women who are forcing marriage on men. Those bloody rom-coms don't help either, yet almost 90% of divorces are instigated by women. A reasonably wealthy man who had spent his life creating a financially secure life gets married for a few months or a few years. Then his wife divorces him, demanding half his income and wealth when the woman has brought no financial benefit to the marriage. And if the man is unfortunate enough to have children, the woman will get almost automatic custody of the children. Then she will make his life a living hell, using the children as a way to extract money or blood from the man. Any little thing will set the woman off to punish her ex-husband with the children. But all at the same time, women scream from the rooftops how they had given the best years of their lives to a man. Like the man did not do the same, but women demand that they are entitled to everything they can squeeze out of the man. It's like a badge of honor. Given that having sex without marrying a woman is a reality, men will be fucking stupid to get married. But women are now denying men access to their pussy without marriage, or use their pussy to manipulate men to the altar. Men should not be blackmailed into showing their love for a woman by marrying her. No matter how much a man loves a woman, sooner or later it will dampen down, and she will turn into a blood-sucking vampire. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.